So respected Girigoundar sir, Retd scientist BARC Mysuru, Professor Sanjay Bagadekar, Coordinator B.Ed Somani College of Education Mysuru, our principals, vice principals, teachers, my dear students. So very happy to address you in this morning. Today we all have gathered here for the inauguration of the science exhibition. And first of all, let me thank Girigoundar sir for accepting our invitation and for being with us for this inaugural session. And I also thank Sanjay sir, who is a friend of our institution. With that, I also congratulate and appreciate all the teachers who have put their great effort in making this exhibition a beautiful one. And I appreciate my children who have put their ideas and made this day a memorable one. So definitely science exhibition, it means a lot of all of us. Our school, as we all know, focuses upon the holistic development of a child. Along with the academics, we also concentrate upon the extracurricular activities. Definitely this science exhibition is a process of learning through doing. That is my understanding regarding this. So whatever we learn in our theory classes, we are trying to make it practical, experimenting it. So all these days, for the last 2 weeks, we are meeting in groups, discussing together, applying your mind together, bringing up new ideas, and you have implemented it. So whatever you have learned in your theory classes, you are trying to put to be practical. So that is the very focus of this science exhibition. So definitely nowadays I know that your relationship have been much more stronger through sitting together, discussing together, putting your ideas together and implementing all these things together. So after all, you will be getting a great confidence. We are capable enough to do something practical. We are capable enough to implement certain things. So definitely this exhibition is going to build up in you a great confidence which may help you in your future. So my dear students, definitely this will bring you greater merits in you. And I wish definitely there will be some Thomas Alva Edison and some students like the Wright brothers and so on. Let us contribute to the society. Let us contribute to the world. So I wish all my students a happy day, and May God bless us to learn something new on this day. So once again, congratulations to all my teachers, especially our principals and vice principals. They have contributed very much for the execution of this program. And I thank Swaminathan sir, Indu and sir, particularly our vice principals, Jyotilakshmi and Asha ma'am, who have come up with new novel ideas. Thank you, all my teachers and students. May God bless our school. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Science exhibition. In today's world, education is not only confined to read and write within the classrooms, it is now linked to the holistic development of the children. Science exhibition create a scientific spirit among the students, increasing their thinking and reasoning power. It provides a platform for the students to use their scientific knowledge and bring best invention from their brains. Students apply their classroom knowledge in these exhibitions and develop a taste for learning. It shifts the students from theoretical study to the practical implementation of their ideas, and these exhibitions will give an opportunity to apply their ideas to make the working models. In a unique way, therefore, there is exhibition makes students more confident, creative, future ready, and provide them with different opportunities to showcase their skills. Areas of current interest in science are artificial intelligence, robotics, information technology, data science, cyber security, electric vehicles, renewable energy, semiconductor chip manufacturing. These are the industries which are coming up in a big way, and we need a lot of innovative work to achieve success in the output manufacturing of all these industries. Any new science project looks very difficult to implement ideas. So you need to do a lot of research before taking up any new project, and you need to do also a lot of literature survey. In the process of making any new project, you may face a lot of failures. So failures are the pillars of the success. So you should not get disheartened by any failures. I would like to pose some of the problems to the young students, young minds, to find some solutions. These are the current problems which are facing the country. You must have read in newspapers, recently these train accidents are taking place, and two trains are traveling on the same track. They are colliding with each other. So we need to provide a solution by devising some system whereby these two trains can be detected when they are safe distance apart, and a signal should be given to the driver to stop both the trains. I know that it is a very arduous task, but it is not impossible. So students can ponder over it. If they can find a solution, it is well and good. And with advancement in electronic industry, a lot of gadgets have come to the market, like mobile phones, computers, and multimeters, oscilloscopes in the schools, and a lot of medical equipment. And the problem with this, any electronics industry is advancing by leaps and bounds at a very rapid rate. And these electronic gadgets will become obsolete very fast, maybe in a year of 3 years or 4 years. Once they become obsolete and defunct, they will be treated as a scrap and they will be thrown. So these electronic waste is called e-waste, electrical waste and electronic waste. It is getting piled up in hundreds and hundreds of tons all over the country. And now our country is also facing a lot of difficulties in disposing of this electronic waste, which contains some useful material and some material which cannot be used. So I want these young students to find out the ways of extracting something good from this electronic waste. As it is told in the safety, the review meetings and all that, we use 3 R's. One is reduce the usage of the resources, other is recycle, or reduce, recycle, or repeat it. So these are the 3 R's which are used in handling any waste material. So I want the students to come up with some ideas to extract the good material from this wastage material. Another area which is going to create problem is electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are coming up in a big way in our country, And the major component of electric vehicles is battery. This battery accounts for 60% of the electric vehicle cost. And battery has a limited life of 5 to 6 years. Once the battery life is over, battery also becomes a defunct and battery has to be thrown, and battery contains a lot of toxic material. So this disposal of the battery is posing another big problem to the society. So I want these young minds to give a sufficient thought. If they can come out with some solutions for this kind of problem, I think country also will be benefited to a large extent. And one more problem you must have already reading in the newspapers and all, cyber security. So cyber frauds are increasing day by day, and the innocent people are losing lakhs and crores of rupees to these cyber criminals. So I want some of the students who are good at computer science are writing the course. You can develop some code by which whenever a person is receiving a call from a cyber fraud, they should get some alerting message stating that this call is coming from some spam call or it is a fraud call. I know that it is very difficult, it involves a lot of thinking and writing the code, suitable code, because you have to identify who is a genuine caller, who is a fraud caller. It is extremely difficult, but I think it is not impossible. These are some of the areas which our young minds can work. Last one, the air quality index in Delhi is getting worse day by day. So this is because of the pollution problem. So you can think of providing some solution to this air quality problem, because today it is only in Delhi, tomorrow it may spread to other cities. I would just like to share some of what are the latest technical developments. So for 30 years back, when we used to develop any project or any scientific instrument, we used to start from a primitive model called a prototype. So we used to build a prototype model using a hardware, and it used to consume a lot of time. It was a time consuming and very cumbersome process. And once the model is built, and we used to carry out a lot of tests, because any model at the first attempt, it will not give you the required results. We need to do a lot of modifications and go on doing the iterations till you get a desired result. So once you get the desired results, then we used to finalize the model and we used to go for final production. But nowadays, you people are blessed actually, you are getting a very good software called modeling and simulation software. I am just reminded of two softwares which we are using. One is COMSOL Multiphysics, other one is the MATLAB software. This COMSOL Multiphysics is very useful software where you can build the models using computers. So these models will have a lot of library supports which contains all the components and sub-models. So based on your project, so you can take these sub-models and components from the software and you build your own model. This model is you are building it in the computer using just mouse, and it is very easy to construct this model in the software just by drag and drop using your mouse. So you don't have to do physically, you don't have to bring any hardware, any component. Just by sitting in front of the computer, you can build a model. And once the model is completed, there is an option called simulation. So when you run a simulation, this model will behave as if you have built a real model. So you can see the outputs in the form of waveforms or in the form of output parameters. Here also, like what I told you about the normal prototype, you just go on observing the output parameters and output waveforms. If everything is acceptable to you, stop there. If anything is not up to your expectation, again go back to the model, do some modifications, again run the simulation. So until you get your desired result, you go on modifying the model, and moment you get a final result, so that will be your model. Then this model, which is built in the computer, can be translated into a physical model. Anyway, probably maybe in the next year exhibition, some of students can think of using this software, and these softwares are given at a discount rate for educational institutions. Particularly COMSOL Multiphysics is a very useful software. Even by using this software, some of the concepts in the physics can be very easily taught to the students. And MATLAB is also a very good software. MATLAB is used generally for building big systems like in electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, or in hydrodynamics or in thermodynamics. So any big models can be built within a matter of weeks' time. And finally, once model is accepted, it can be translated into a working model. Another area which is interesting for the young minds is nowadays something called PLC and SCADA are used in almost all the industries. PLC stands for Programmable Logic Controllers and SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. So this PLC basically in all the big industries, process industries, there are hundreds and thousands of parameters will be there which need continuous monitoring, and these parameters have to be maintained within the safe limits. Otherwise, it may lead to some accidents or some disasters. So this PLC and SCADA, which have been developed recently, come to the market. PLC is the hardware, SCADA is the software. By using the PLC, hundreds and thousands of parameters in the industry can be monitored, can be acquired at a very faster rate, and SCADA will take this data, it will do the processing, and then it will generate a suitable signals for alarms, or it will give output to the final control element for taking necessary action. So maybe in the market, small micro PLC, mini PLCs are available, and some of the SCADA softwares are given by the manufacturers for one month time as an evaluation software. Maybe in the next exhibition you can try. The micro PLC is not very costly, it is a cost effective thing. You can just use it for maybe monitoring your room temperature or maybe monitoring some hot water temperature. Simple thing like monitoring of 1 or 2 parameters and display it on a computer to know it on a continuous. There is some feature called trend monitoring in the SCADA system where data gets continuously logged and you can see the data, which data, month's data, so it can be viewed using that historical trend. If the person is properly educated, education will help him for his entire lifetime. A school is a place where children are molded for future life. Children are the promises of tomorrow. A quote, one more saying from Plato, education has to produce the perfect man, sound in character, active in mind, and strong in body. So as told your manager, just now he told, so it is, education has to be, should not be confined only to the 4 walls of the classroom. It is actually, apart from learning the regular curriculum, student has to develop a holistic personality, then only he will succeed in life. Just by scoring good marks, nowadays, it is very difficult to survive in the world. The young minds have a tendency to emulate everything about the elders at home and teachers in the school. The school should lay more stress on moral values-based education along with the school curriculum. And at the same time, in order to maintain a good score and good study, students have to maintain a good health. So they have to pay proper attention for maintaining their good health. In order to maintain good health, they have to involve in games and sports. Involving in games and sports improves their cognitive function of the brain. One can think of healthy mind only in a healthy body. So now recently the definition of health has changed. The health is not just mere absence of the disease. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, spiritual and social well-being is only called as a good health. Students should practice yoga, like listening to light classical music. So this employment and good skills cannot be acquired overnight. So my request to all the students is, you develop some of these skills during your student career. Nowadays employers are looking for these skills in a prospective employee. They are namely originality or original thinking, creative thinking, flexibility, problem solving skills, communication skills, interpersonal skills, empathy, coping with stress, and IQ and EQ. So nowadays, even if you score very good marks, even if you got excellent IQ, companies are a bit hesitant to recruit the people because rather than IQ, emotional quotient are known as emotional intelligence matters a lot. So you need to be emotionally balanced in order to succeed in your job career. So most of the time in a company, the employees will face the difficulties in dealing with their subordinates. So what matters for these employees to succeed is how they behave with their subordinates, their superiors, and how they respond to the situations. I will just quote one more quotation. The quality of your life just does not depend on your situations and circumstances, but it depends on how you respond to them. So life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. So how you respond to the situation will determine 90% of your life. So you be careful whenever you are dealing with any volatile situations. Just to conclude, science exhibitions will create an opportunity for students to apply and realize their theoretical knowledge by practically building working models. Schools have a great responsibility of converting students into model citizens who in turn work for welfare of family, society and nation at large. Finally, such citizens with the right kind of education will be national asset. One of the essential purposes of higher education is to produce original thinkers.
Yes, we can see vehicles